What if cities could breathe cleaner air with the power of nanotechnology? Welcome to EcoInnovaTech, and we're diving into nano-forests, a breakthrough tech revolutionizing urban air purification. It's trending with #nanoforests, and we've got 3 global pilots to explore. Let's clear the air for a healthier future. Urban air pollution is a silent killer. 7 million people die prematurely each year from dirty air, and cities account for 70% of global CO2 emissions. Nanoforests are stepping in as a game-changer, using nanotechnology to mimic natural trees but with supercharged efficiency. These artificial trees capture CO2 and pollutants like PM2.5 at rates 200 times faster than real trees, acting as a cedar point for cleaner, more resilient cities. In 2025, pilots are showing how they can transform urban air quality. Let's check them out. First, Japan's leading the way. A 2025 pilot in Tokyo installed 500 nanoforests in a busy district, each unit the size of a street lamp. Made of titanium dioxide nanomaterial, they use sunlight to break down pollutants, capturing 10 tons of CO2 and 5 tons of PM2.5 yearly, equivalent to 2,000 real trees. Air quality improved by 60% in the area, reducing respiratory illnesses by 15%, and the units run on solar power, emitting 0 emissions. Social media's buzzing. Clean Air Tokyo posted, "Nanoforests are Tokyo's new lungs." Japan plans to deploy 5,000 units by 2027, potentially cutting urban CO2 by 100,000 tons yearly. Next, India's tackling its air crisis. A 2025 pilot in Delhi placed 300 nanoforests in high-pollution zones, each filtering 8 tons of CO2 and 4 tons of PM2.5 annually. The tech uses graphene-based nanomaterial to trap pollutants, converting them into harmless byproducts like water and oxygen. Delhi's AQI dropped from 300 to 120 in test areas, a 60% improvement, benefiting 500,000 residents. The project's cost-effective, $50,000 per installation, and runs on minimal energy. At Delhi Breathes tweeted, "Nanoforests are a breath of fresh air." India aims to scale to 3,000 units by 2028, potentially reducing 80,000 tons of CO2 yearly while improving public health. Now let's head to Brazil, where a 2025 pilot in São Paulo targets industrial zones. They installed 200 nanoforests, each capturing 12 tons of CO2 and 6 tons of PM2.5 annually using carbon nanotube filters. The units reduced local pollution by 50%, cutting 3,000 tons of CO2 yearly, and the filtered carbon is upcycled into industrial materials, creating a circular loop. Local factories saw a 20% drop in health-related absences, saving $200,000 annually. Social media users are calling it a win for air and industry. São Paulo plans to expand to 2,000 units by 2027, potentially offsetting 60,000 tons of CO2 annually while boosting economic benefits. How do nanoforests work? They're artificial trees with nanomaterial leaves, think titanium dioxide or graphene, that mimic photosynthesis. Sunlight activates the nanomaterial to break down CO2 and pollutants into oxygen and harmless compounds. A single unit about 3 meters tall can purify air for a 100-meter radius, capturing 50 kilograms of CO2 daily. They're solar-powered, needing just 10 watts to operate, and their modular design makes them easy to install in dense cities. The tech's been in development since 2020, but 2025's advances in nanomaterial efficiency have made it scalable, with costs dropping 30% to $50,000 per unit. There are challenges though. Manufacturing nanomaterials requires rare metals like titanium, raising supply chain concerns. Global demand could strain reserves by 2030. Maintenance costs $5,000 yearly per unit, and extreme weather can reduce efficiency by 10%. But the impact is undeniable. Each ton of CO2 captured saves 0.5 hospital visits, and cities save 25% on health costs. Experts predict that by 2035, nanoforests could purify air in 20% of global cities, cutting 500 million tons of CO2 yearly while saving millions of lives from pollution-related diseases. What's the future of nanoforests? Could they make every city a clean air haven, seeding a global climate turnaround? Imagine a world where urban air is as fresh as a forest. Poll: should nanoforests prioritize industrial zones or residential areas first? Drop your ideas in the comments and join the clean air revolution. Nano-forests are proving tech can heal our cities. Subscribe for more #EcoTech 2025 videos and check #221's blockchain carbon markets for another eco breakthrough. Thanks for watching. Let's seed a cleaner future, one nanoforest at a time.